Hey everyone, welcome to the Kieran Norton channel on YouTube. So believe it or not, I have a job, and my job, I kind of work in the bush, and I get rid of weeds, trying to bring it back to its natural state. The bush as in like forest or woodlands kind of thing, like if you don't know what bush is. So it annoys me. I love working outside, but the thing that annoys me is people, especially the people who move near the bush, then complain about living near the bush. So I had this drop kick the other day. And they complained because the bushes from the bush were creeping up to their fence. It's fair enough. You can't have that. So we do a thing called APZ, where Asset Protection Zone, where we clear a 2 meter strip from their property to the bush where there's nothing there. And this is mainly just as a fire break, so a fire truck can get up and down there. And so we cleared that, but then he came out because he thought we should have cleared more, and he was complaining about it. And he's like, oh, if it was up to me, I'll get rid of all this bush. I mean, and I go to him, oh, you can't, it's protected and it's here to stay. And he's like, right? And I'm pretty certain he's going to write a letter to the government or something and try to get rid of this bush, but it won't happen because it's protected. It's almost a national park. But the thing is, like, why would you move to the bush if you hate the bush, you know? Like, I would love to have a bush near me, you know? Like, from behind me is houses, and behind those houses are more houses. Just houses as far as I can see. And he's got this lovely bush near him, and he's complaining about it and wants it cleared. I mean, like, again, why would you buy a house near the bush? I mean, it's not like it's hard to find houses which isn't near bush these days. It's not like we have a land clearing problem, you know? Like, if you don't like the bush, go to Brazil, you know? Because the guy who got elected president of Brazil got rid of all national parks. And so you can just clear everything. And they're just clearing the Amazon for fire now. Not fire. Clearing the Amazon for bushland now, you know? And they lit it on. That's why the Amazon was lit on fire, because it was quicker to burn than actually clear. So yeah, and then he came out. His paranoia is snakes. Everyone's paranoia is always snakes. You know, even though I've never seen a snake actually in this bush, you know, and they're not that dangerous. And he's like, if my son plays in the backyard and he gets bitten by a snake, I'm gonna sue the council for freaking millions. Firstly, if you should be supervising your little kid at all times. And if you keep your garden tidy, like your grass short and stuff, you'll be able to see a snake. And yeah, so yeah, he pretty much says he kills snakes when they go into his property, which sucks. But you could argue that the snakes are trespassing. So I could also make the same claim that if I see his son in the bush, I can cut his son head off with a shovel, because, you know, he's trespassing in the bush. Now, that's not a threat. I'm not threatening kids on this channel. Please don't flag it. Please don't report this video. It's just a figure of speech. I am not threatening violence towards children. Though he's a dickhead father, that's a different story. Nah, just kidding. I'm not tough. But if I was, and the thing that annoys me is, like, his backyard is the bush, and kind of like to the side of his house a little bit is the Great Western Highway, which is probably the second busiest road in Western Sydney after the M4. And so I'd be more worried about that. I'd be more worried about a car spinning out of control and crashing through his fence, or his kid escaping, because, you know, how kids just run into the road and get hit by a car. I would bet every dollar I have that more people a day are killed by cars than snakes. I can't even remember the last time I heard someone get bitten by a snake, let alone die. But yeah, this whole phobia. But anyway, it just pisses me off that people, like, it's not like the bush sprung up there overnight. That would make sense. Like, if you buy a house and it was all clear, then suddenly you wake up in the morning, there's all these freaking trees and lovely looking shrubs and all these amazing animals. No, I get annoyed, but no, he moved here, you know? He moved there. when he could have easily just bought a house anywhere else where there is no bush because we cleared it all, like just drop kicks. That's all I have to say. It's a bit of a rant, but I think it's justified. It's just, yeah, like I think we clear enough in Australia. I mean, we're not as bad as Brazil because we still have national parks, but yeah, when the new airport's gonna cause more clearing. But anyway, that's all I have to say. Thanks for listening. Kieran Dalton,